Hi guys, what's up? Tutankamon here. In this video I'm going to benchmark Just Cause 3 on a single GTX 970 paired with my old Core i7-860. This video is recorded on an external recorder at 60 frames per second, so what you will see in this video will be pure performance. System specs: Core i7-860 overclocked to 4 GHz. System RAM at 12 GB and a graphics card, a single GTX 970 Gigabyte G1 model. Latest force were installed and it is also overclocked in order to boost 1.5 GHz. We will verify that at the end of the video. I'm going to use fraps to collect frame rate data. We will see the basic result in this file and some analysis at the end of the video. So let me launch the game and let's see how it performs. Okay, the game has loaded. Let's take a quick look at the options first. I'm using 1080p resolution, of course, very high settings on everything, and everything else is enabled. I am only using sub-pixel morphological anti-aliasing instead of the T2X because the T2X is a little blurrier, and as you can see the frame rate does not really change almost at all. So I'm going to use these settings to benchmark. I'm not sure why it started raining now. Anyway, let me continue my game. I'm starting the benchmark right away.
Hey, Sheldon to Rico.
I should have figured you'd survive. What do you need?
Well, you've sure put a bee in Di Ravello's bonnet, and Costa del Porto is about to suffer the brunt of his, disappointment. I thought you and your pal would like to know.
Thanks, Sheldon. Mario, you there?
I heard it. I'll meet you outside of town.
Rebuilding order within our towns, once terrorized by corrupt Pollegia.
Day 1. My psychiatric evaluator misunderstood the importance of giving me a clean bill of health. I explained that I do not lack a sense of moral responsibility. I simply disagree with his morality, or rather, his mortality. So begins my military career. The chessboard now laid before me, filled with the possibility of ultimate victory.
target is still at large. Find him. All units, find the rebel. Pursue aggressively.
Let's do this. Big mistake, guys.
Locate the rebel immediately. Do not let him escape. Initializing search protocol. Find the target as soon as possible. This is dispatch. Sending ground reinforcements to your position. We've lost him. Get back to your posts.
area is restricted. Leave immediately.
We are done with this benchmark. Let's see what kind of frame rate we are getting. 73 frames per second is a very good average frame rate result. The game did play very nicely indeed. Frame rate and frame times seem to be in order. The GPU usage is almost maxed out at 97%. We could be getting a little better performance on a better platform, but the 970 did quite good here, as well as the 860. CPU usage medium to high. We do have activity on all cores and threads, and probably higher than 50% indeed. So the hyper-threaded, the logical cores are doing quite some work, especially in the city part. CPU temps are okay. They are getting a little higher lately. I have to check my cooler, I believe, or lower my voltage. GPU temps are okay. RAM usage at 7.2 gigabytes, quite high in this run as well. 1.5 gigahertz for the core clock throughout the run. Memory usage, the video RAM usage at 3.2 gigabytes, also quite high. Very good. So let's see the analysis. Yes, it is maxed, why not? GTX 970, i7-860. I want the Just Cause benchmark, okay. And while I'm here, let's open the GTX 1070 and the 2500K on my other system, Z. Yep. benchmarks. I wanted just cause 3, which is this one. Give me a moment to verify that. Yes, a few days ago. This is the one. Okay. So we are getting 73 frames per second for the 970 system and 107 for the 1070 system. 46-47% performance difference. It is a reasonable delta. The comparable frame rate for the 970 is at 79 frames per second, which means excellent gaming performance, very close to 60 frames per second. The frame times do have some spikes. It is not very easy to see what's going on with very long benchmarks, but the game is crazy. Turning the camera around makes the system render very different things, so it is to be expected. Variability and stuttering are also decent compared to the 1070. Time spent beyond 16.7 milliseconds are 12%, close to 11%, mostly inside the city. Once you go in the open sea, of course, the rendering is a lot simpler and the frame rate is higher, but still not bad gameplay at all. The histogram shows the variety in the frame times due to the open world nature of the game. Still, thankfully, most of these frame times are beyond the 16 milliseconds threshold, so we are having a very good performance. Now let's see the comparison of the two systems. The 970 did end a little longer, but that's okay. It is clear that as far as frame times are concerned, that 1070 system is of course in a much better place, but still the 970 is very decent, no problems. The frame rate is naturally higher on the 1070 system. Min, max and averages shows us quite good performance on the 970, no problems for sure, but the 1070 is quite better. This game must have been made with the 970 in mind, however, it is exactly where it needs to be in order to play nicely at 60 frames per second. Variability a little lower on the 1070, as well as the stuttering, but not by much. The percentiles are quite better for the 1070 at 14.5 milliseconds, 19.7 for the 970. We do have indeed some frames that were a little delayed, but for the most part performance is very good. Time spent curve also quite better on the 1070, much lower frame times. And lastly, the comparable frame rate overlaid with the variability and the stuttering. Actually, I believe this this delta would be a lot better for the 1070 system, and no, it's not better. Anyway, good performance. However you see it, the game is very well made, very well optimized. It is very fun to play. I hope you like this video, my friends. I will see you on my next video. Thank you very much.